Okay, here's another League of Legends game coming your way. This time in the jungle. Okay, so we have our trade lined up. The enemy team has Blitzcrank. And the question is, who do I want to take? Like, Rek'Sai is decent because if I get pulled, I can just unburrow. But the flip side is, with the Zed mid, I get to keep all the blue buffs for myself. So... I'm gonna go Warwick.
Let's make this fun.
So I want my Chaser page and my Warwick Maul page. Like a really good jungle pick into Blitzcrank if you want to counter pick is a Mumu, because if he pulls you, that's half your job done for you. Basically, if he pulls, hit R, you're kinda done. Now the bad news about the Olaf pick here is I can't ult him once he has his ult unless we get his down. Malz can't CC him, Ashe is pretty immobile. Like, the better pick here, if I had known that, could have been Nunu, because I can give movement speed to whoever Olaf is tunneling on. Sad part is my Ice Blast isn't going to have much effect on stalling him, so there is that. Yeah, it's not the ult that you're going to use on him. You just whittle him down with your E, and then once he's ready, you use. If he gets a Rylai's, he can actually force the ult out sooner with his visions. So there is that. The good news is Hecarim is not an early jungler either, so it's going to be up to the laners themselves to make the plays early. Mid. It's kind of interesting against Zed. She could go for the Ardent Censure, since that will boost her shields ridiculously and it turns her into more utility. Thing is, that is going to deny them their primary AP carry. Of course, there's a chance they could do something weird like Blitz Jungle and something like that, but I doubt that'd be an AP Hecarim mid. I know Hecarim mid was a thing for a little while, I just don't know if it was AD or AP, I never got into it. But anyway, my job here is to serve as team tank. We have 2 suppressions at our disposal, so we do have the means to mess with Olaf in a team fight. It's just we have to survive long enough for his to go down. Overall, my contribution, I don't know if this still works, but if I could give attack speed to Malzahar, I think that affects his Voidlings too. Like, I need to look into how the Voidlings work exactly since his rework, but there's a chance everyone on my team could benefit from the attack speed I give. Leona with her new ult passive, Incandescence. Zed, he's just AD. He can swing and potentially get some passive procs going. I should point out, Hecarim has the wrong keystone here. That does nothing in the jungle. That does nothing for Blitz, unless he's going to go for some sort of carry type thing. And for MF, this is a very, very defensive thing, and in all honesty, I can't really blame her if she had some insight onto these two. Basically, what I'm trying to say is, with what we know now, this is the correct choice. When we were in the pick phase, I would not want her to have that. It's going to limit her DPS. You could argue if she goes for the whole armor pen MF with the Ghost Blade and Black Cleaver, she really wouldn't need the attack speed, so she just needs to auto attack for healing. It's just let's grasp.
Welcome to Summoner's Rift.
Well, you get to come back to line more quickly.
30 seconds until minions spawn.
So yeah, they are pretty much all in. She's gonna need some lifesteal kind of early. Otherwise, MF simply can outlast her. As for RZ, he's still not here. Do we need to remake?
Minions have spawned.
How is it too early in the game to remake? Okay, there he is. Never mind, false alarm. In case you're wondering, I wanted to smite that to speed up my clear.
It's only fun if one.
That doesn't stop me in the slightest. In fact, it's going to make it a little bit easier since I can attack this and whittle it down. I'm level 2. I have no idea what he was thinking.
This ends now.
I was more concerned with leaving Ashe alone with MF down there, but
I smell their stench.
Hecarim could go for my red buff, but the thing is, I would much rather them prefer them to focus MF. That way they can set her back, and she went for my old favorite star, which isn't actually any good anymore. Potentially compromise the entire lane because of Blitz. It also offsets some of the weakness from Ashe having TP.
First blood.
No assist for me, even though I probably took off a quarter of his health at this point. Yeah, even if Hecarim took my red buff, it doesn't matter. It's just a camp right now. Hecarim has flash? Whoa! I like these guys. We're all on the same page, it seems.
Has been slain.
He forgot about the shield, I guess.
It's
I probably should not have smited that. It's just I didn't know if Hecarim was creeping around the jungle, potentially waiting in a brush. Oh, there's Hecarim. She has flash, which she just used. That was totally worth it.
Ally has been slain.
Her getting pulled was not. She flashed already too.
I hunger.
Zed is going a little too deep. He should just stay mid and try to get karma. Or at least farm up so that he doesn't fall behind. Red buff's gonna time out kind of soon, so I need to use this to its fullest. Basically, I'm gonna make another pass with the jungle, then go back. Need to remember there's a pink ward there. He's rushing a Hex Drink, which is a good sign. Let's watch. Ashe lost this fight. She exhausted way too late.
It's only fun if they run.
There isn't really much I can do down there, I'm afraid. She does have teleport, though.
I smell their stench. It's time to hunt.
Too late.
I'll feast on their bones.
Karma top. I never saw this before.
This ends now.
Like, that will actually hurt me a little bit.
Fun if they run. I smell
This
their
is warded.
An ally has been slain.
And now our bot lane's losing.
Has been slain. An ally has been slain.
It's only smell their stench. It's time to hunt.
Malz is just too little too late. He doesn't have boots yet. Didn't think I'd get it that easily.
Slain.
But Zed is definitely a problem here. Karma crushed him. Period. It's night and day how much influence these two actually have. Zed has almost gotten beaten down to the point where he's nothing more than a support.
I hunger.
And there's Hecker and Bond. And there's Karma.
I'll feast on their bones.
Yeah, Zed has 0 influence.
Has been destroyed.
Part of it I won't deny is Ashe not having heal, but there's just no legitimate excuse for it going this bad.
Time to hunt.
He seriously did that. You kind of screwed me there, Malz. That's a 2-minute ult. Down the drain.
It's only fun. I'll feast on their bones.
Finally, he shows up.
Double kill.
The way we were going, we simply couldn't afford to have the Zed on the team.
I smell their stench.
Has been slain. Enemy rampage. Shut down. Shut down.
Gonna see if I can get the red buff and loot back. This is gonna be dicey.
I'll feast on their bones.
Okay, they messed with the timing of their moves there. But it doesn't matter because Karma is getting fed enough to where she's just going to kill whoever she pleases. Another W. She went IE first. Grabbing CDR. And I guess we're going to push down the top lane for our first turret of the game.
It's only fun if they run.
If they can... I don't think they can hold that up for a minute.
An ally has been slain. Enemy double kill. An enemy has been slain.
Karma went top.
An enemy has been slain. An ally has been slain. Your team has destroyed his weapon. An ally has been slain.
If they run.
I have 2 smite charges here. He's dead.
Has been slain.
Now we need the Voidling to start attacking it. Stay on the dragon, man! Oh my god, Zed, why are you so bloodthirsty? I'm dead.
An ally has been slain. An enemy has been slain.
We almost handed them a free Infernal Dragon. They can have the blue buff, I don't really care. Going to wait so I can get a pair of long swords.
It's time to hunt.
Ashe might be able to get top. I have 10 seconds, I should be able to get this. I wonder if I should have went for the 2 daggers instead.
I smell their stench.
Oh, I was looking at their timer. Ours is 15.
Your team has destroyed.
Come to me. Here comes trouble. Sorry, Blitz, I saw that one coming.
It's time to hunt.
I don't have a sweeper. Now we do need someone down here to clear some of the wave. Right now we do not want to fight since Ashe and I don't have ult. Plus I'm a little low on mana. Thinking I might have been better off going for the Frozen Heart right off the bat.
Aced.
I'll feast on their bones.
Totally worth my flash.
Feast on their bones.
Now, Malz is in a bit of a sticky situation, but I think he's going to get out of it. Right now, I'm trying to speed up to get to 16 so that my ult has like a minute cooldown, and that's before CDR.
It's time to hunt.
But yeah, in case you're wondering if you need someone to shut down Hecarim, this guy isn't even building him right in the first place. Warwick is one of the fun ones because you just hold him down and then you kill him. That's kind of it. He really does thrive off of mobility, and not having it turns him into a sitting duck, or in this case, a sitting pony.
This ends now.
Doesn't matter which one of us gets this.
I'll feast on their bones.
Okay, they got Olaf. We come out ahead. And Blitz doesn't have the potential.
Enemy has been slain.
It's kind of interesting. He should have enough lifesteal to do that kind of easily. Whoa. Almost didn't grab this. Now she should need to tank this because the Voidland should. Second Infernal, next up is Mountain, and 2 more dragons can spawn. I don't know who wants that, but they can have it.
Smell their stench.
So right now I swing kinda quick. He has his Rylai's now, which is good. Now there are a few ways we can handle this.
If they run,
What's that barking? Like, I don't actually recognize that dog, in case you're wondering, since it seems like everyone around me has at least one.
it's time to hunt.
Let's go this way. I can beat Olaf in a fight, I'm not too worried about him.
I'll feast on
Lead the way.
I was expecting a blitz pull, not an Olaf hammer. She has her IE already. I need to go whack the scuttle crab to heal up.
it's only fun if they run.
Malz should be able to wave clear that pretty easily. Okay, that's bad news for their AD carry, since now I'm going to slow their attack speed. Plus, that's like an additional 50 or 40? 40 armor. Problem is, MF can cross the map extremely fast.
Stench.
760 is the magic number. Now the thing is, we just need to make sure we don't get engaged on. And they're going back at the wrong times. That's going to cost us probably half the Baron buff.
I smell that stench.
Ashe should not be porting in here. Blitz is most likely over here. Okay, she got the ward out.
This ain't nothing.
Oh, I couldn't reach her in time to ult. I didn't even use my Blade of the Ruined King because I was saving it for her. Right here, all that lifesteal from Warlord's gonna save her.
Your team has
I end up eating her
destroyed
full
a turret.
ult. Technically, we still come out ahead, it's just not as smooth as it could have been. And in Zed's case, he really should consider ulting the Blitzcrank because he's getting killed. If you ult him, you gotta hit him. Oh my god, Zed.
Slain.
It's time to
Our Zed, man.
this ends now.
I'm fine with taking this because I have a lot of life to sustain. Okay, so when we get the Elder Dragon, that's going to make our offensive stats go up considerably. It's also going to allow us to push a little bit better. We're not grouped at the moment.
It's only fun if they run.
I can afford my call, so I want to go back. Okay, that's going to give me a little bit more sustain here. Once I get the Visage, then it's a lot better than it currently is. For the final item, I'm going to need either Thornmail or Deadman's Blade. Deadman so I can approach MF and actually catch her and stuff. Thornmail for Olaf. Could have survived if I ran, but one more Malz. Damn. It was still worth my life gain 4 of them. Basically, my goal there was to take MF out of the fight right off the bat and then hope my team could follow up. I don't know who it was I actually killed, but it was Karma who needed to kill me, so even more reason to go get some MR. There we go. We should be able to get 2 inhibitors off that.
Ace.
I don't think we'll have time to end it, though.
Your team has destroyed an inhibitor.
Yeah.
Your team has destroyed.
Get out. If they stay, they die.
I'll feast on their bones.
And I'm actually going to buy a cloth armor while I'm back here since it builds into whatever I want next.
An enemy has been slain. Shut down. Your team has destroyed a turret.
Did you just face tank that? No, he had minions. As long as they don't make noise, me too. So 49 seconds on my infinite duress.
I'll feast on their bones. I smell their stench.
we saw Karma there at the last fight, so she wasn't actually AFK. He may be mad that she didn't come out to defend, but I can't really blame her when they get caught out like that. So I got a keyframe. I need one more before I can do my whole unlocking thing. But otherwise, in terms of gold, I had more than Zed, no surprise. Not as much as Malz or Ashe. Malz went for his whole burned down tank build, which was very handy for Olaf. He has a lot of health and stuff, but it's not going to matter. Yeah, this is really bad for a Zed. That's to be expected. I was the team's tank. I should also have that because of my passive, but not an actual 20,000, unfortunately. I only destroyed one turret. I didn't get any inhibitors because I was always dead after the fights. I had to keep making the martyr play, but my team delivered, so I was more than willing to keep making them. That definitely worked out to our advantage, and we're halfway to the promotion series. So, some good news. After all the deadbeat bots I had, we had one that actually knew what she was doing, even if she had the odd summoners. And Leona was actually very damn good, too. I gotta give her props. Speaking of which, let's just go ahead and give it to him. You too, Malz, but not Zed. So anyway, that's the League videos for the weekend. Let's see, one mid, one jungle. Hopefully you guys are satisfied. Until next time, I'm the Hero of Light. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.